Hi, John. So nice to see you again. And
It's
how things
good to be
going
back.
on your end?
They're going well, thank you. Great. And
Yeah, I heard. Go ahead.
how was I going to ask how are things with you?
Yeah, very busy here. Otherwise, everything going very well. Thank you for asking. I heard you have some very exciting new medical devices that you're going to introduce to our audience.
Yes. Well, these devices are exciting because they, with any, if used correctly, they can prevent needing to go to other places to get problems resolved. They can prevent your health from declining. And that's the best kind of devices to have, really, to keep you in good health.
In my channel, and we say health is our the biggest asset, so that we want to take good care of it. So we are all about health and prevention. So please
Absolutely.
go ahead and tell us more about your new device.
Well, I've got a PowerPoint which I can show you. Would you like to see the PowerPoint, which presents the devices and explains a few things on how they work? Would you like to
Sure.
see?
Yeah, sure, please.
Okay. Devices are cold laser devices. They're designed for home use, so they're very convenient, very simple to use. If okay, so cold laser, people often ask, what is cold laser and how is it different from these stun gun lasers that you see in movies and what they use in combat? Well, the difference is power, really. Cold laser is low level light therapy. That means its energy level is very little. The light is produced by photons. That's the particle that's emitted from light. And the energy that's delivered by the photons is very small, not enough to warm up your tissues, but it is enough to give your cells energy. And this is what your cells need to maintain health. No body wants to be sick. And if your body has enough energy, has the nutrition, has all the other things it needs, then your body remains healthy. And so the difference between the cold laser and the high power lasers, the type that are used in surgery and combat and other places, they are high energy. They can burn through steel, they can do all sorts of things, and you certainly don't want to apply those to your body. Very, very different to cold laser therapy, which is the low power laser light. Now, cold lasers have got quite a few benefits for your body. If you're unwell, one of the best things you can do is just stand in sunshine, bathe yourself in sunshine. Cold laser is a very precise way of introducing the wavelengths that your body needs to heal. There are devices which use LEDs as well, and the LEDs do have their niche in helping maintain health, but lasers use coherent light, which means all the wavelengths are in unison. And because of this, the effects on your body are more pronounced. The devices which I'm going to introduce in a little while, they improve your blood circulation. Once your blood does circulate more freely, your blood can deliver the nutrients. It can remove the toxins and the waste products more effectively. So there's less chance of your body developing a chronic disease. Cold laser also reduces inflammation within your body and boosts your immune system. It has an effect of relieving pain very quickly. So if you have an acute pain, something which is a sprain or something like this, you can apply cold laser light to your body. that helps to alleviate pain. And it also accelerates tissue repair, because you know, Dr. Young, it's all very good to alleviate pain, but what about the actual problem? And so cold laser does help to accelerate the rate at which your body can heal itself. It accelerates the tissue repair by, again, introducing energy into your cells. It introduces energy into the ATP mitochondria, which is the battery part of your cell. It makes your cells become fully charged and able to fight for themselves. Now, the first product which I'd like to introduce to you is the Cold Laser Wrist X. That's like a little watch that you just strap on using this Velcro strap onto your wrist. You have it round this way, so it's the laser lights which are underneath the unit face your bloodstream here. After a 20-minute or 30-minute period, all the blood that's within your body would have passed through that artery that's at your wrist. And so all your blood's been exposed to the cold laser. Now, an interesting thing, when we were developing our cold laser products, of course, we tested on ourselves, and we've got our laboratory here to do our live blood analysis using our dark field microscope. And it was incredible, the difference in our blood cells. The red blood cells were, before treatment, spiky and clumping together. But after treatment, they were plump and round and a little dimple in the center like you see in textbooks. It really made a huge difference, and that, you know, really made us fully aware of the power of cold laser. If your blood cells aren't clumping together, it means that they have more surface area and they can deliver more oxygen and other things. Now, the Cold Laser Wrist X also has a nasal laser, so you can have cold laser shining up into your sinuses. It's quite a beautiful unit. In the dark, it makes you look like an alien with a little glowing here and a red nose. And you have an ear laser as well, so you can use it for treating tinnitus and other ear issues as well. All these cold laser devices, they're very simple to use. Basically, turn them on. With this particular device, you do have 4 buttons because you can change the power level, change the duration, and other things like this. Or you can just turn it on and let it run the default program. And that's what I always do. Call me Mr. Lazy. Underneath our cold laser wrist, we've got different colored lights. We have the red cold laser, which does most of the hard work in your blood. And we've also got the 3 different colors of LEDs. Now, the alignment of these rows of lights corresponds to your blood vessels, which is on your wrist. So your blood vessels are in this orientation, and your blood gets exposed to the laser light, then the blue light, which is the disinfection, green for your immune system, or the yellow light for your general metabolism, making your body so it's better able to functioning more efficiently. So it's been very carefully designed. This shows different ways that you can use Cold Laser Wrist X. We've got the rhinitis unit there, and we've got this gentleman here showing how you use it with it up your nose. This is the main unit on the wrist, and it shows where it's applying the light on your wrist. Even carpal tunnel syndrome, it's great for treating carpal tunnel. In fact, I do encourage viewers to do their own research on cold laser light therapy. They can do so in many review sites, many journal sites. Real research has been going on for a great number of years, and cold laser really does shine. And there's the treatment for tinnitus with the ear accessory. There's a couple of testimonials from customers This person just feeling generally more energetic. This person expresses it like they feel 30 kilos lighter. They're just feeling, it's Stefan, so it's a gentleman. He's just feeling more energized. Now he's lent it to his friend, and wounds that were just very slow in healing did heal using the cold laser light. So it's accelerating your normal body's functions. The bottom one here, this is another gentleman, Charles, talking about the sinus clearing by using the nose cold laser units, and also its effect on their blood pressure without the need of drugs, which is nice to know. And they're wanting to buy another one as well, so they don't have to argue about who has the use of their cold laser unit. And again, talking about the they're using the blood purification, which is the cold laser wrist X, and the blood pressure going down. And Judy as well is also experiencing the blood pressure returning back to normal values. That's basically because your blood can flow more freely through your body. There's less obstructions. Your bloods, the cells aren't clumped together, they're separated, which is how they should be, the blood cells, and they can go through the capillaries without being obstructed through the artery, the capillaries being so small, or plaque buildup. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite units, even though it's not very beautiful, Dr. Young. It's a Mirrormate light pad. It's not much to look at. In fact, I'd probably go as far as to say it's quite plain. It looks like a brick. For good reason, though. It's got 25 cold lasers. Sorry, 36. I can't do my maths. 36 cold laser units in one little area. So it's an enormous amount of energy being applied by cold lasers in a small area. This is amazing for back issues, lower back pain, as well as applying to meridian points. Or another reason I like this unit, you can use it in lieu of the cold laser wrist. So you can even use it on your wrist area and know that you're treating your blood over a period of 20 or 30 minutes. It differs from the cold laser wrist X in some ways. It hasn't got the color LEDs. It's pure laser. It has 3 808 nanometer lasers, which are the deep tissue penetration ones. You feel those as heat, which is great for skeletal pain and torn tendons, tendon pain. It gets the penetration a little bit greater with the longer wavelength. And we can see the application here of this little brick. Shoulder pain, neck pain, all these areas here. It's really amazing for chronic pain issues, pain and also acute pain as well. Pain which has been with us for a long time, as well as pain which has just arrived. Now with the light pad, you do get the strap for strapping it onto your body, protection glasses. Most people don't wear them, but we have them anyway because it is quite a lot of lasers in such a small area. And yeah, there's 2 types of straps that we supply. This one here, that one there. I think, is it 2 or 1? I'd better check. I don't want to put you astray. No, it's one kind of strap that we supply, and a charging cable as well. Because it's battery powered, you just turn it on and you're away. So I've just taught you how to use it now. I won't show it to the camera, but it's running now, and you can see all these cold lasers running. I think it's one of the highest density cold laser devices out there for consumer use, which is good to know. Moving on, now this is testimonials from people that have used the light pad. Severe shoulder pain forced this person to visit the doctor, and the x-ray showed it was osteoarthritis, which is normally a slow progression of pain. It starts very little and it grows, but this person, it must have reached a threshold, and then suddenly they realized it can felt it quite strongly. And they used a combination of a pulsed EMF device that we use, which we sell, which is the Mini Magic, and the light pad. And they found tremendous benefit from that. And also Lisa was talking about using it for swelling and pain. This is after exercising. So sports people use these devices as well. Sports people quite often push the limits, quite often as in almost always. And after a real hard session, the pain sets in. Now, cold laser can help the lactic acid to disperse through your body, and it can help with muscular tension and pain and tendon pain as well after exercise. A lot of athletes use our products, and more about back, neck and shoulders, and lower back and stiff muscle issues. And Dave is saying he feels much younger now. Picking things up from the ground is easy peasy. You know, it's all very well to live long lives, but you've got to be healthy too, you know, and this is, I think, which is, you know, something which is wonderful about your channel, Dr. Young. It doesn't just look at life extension, living a long life, but you've got to live it. And these products help you to live it, maintain your health. Now, MirrorMate has got a very strong mission. We want to offer the best cold laser therapies to unlock your body's innate healing ability. The name MirrorMate, when we were thinking of what we should call ourselves, we decided to combine the words miracle and mate. And this is how we came about. Now, if our value is love, compassion, and honesty over profit, most companies do focus on the profit and the business side. Our focus is more on the people. So our products are sharply priced. It's not to say that they're low quality, they're very high-end products, but we just don't make so much profit from each sale. Now, we do a lot of charity work because we do put our money where our mouths are, because there's a lot of us. But we also want to raise the awareness of the need of other people in the world needing help. And being the type of people that we are, we decided to set up organizations and work with other organizations as well, and not focus on so much on us as a company making these donations and standing behind these oversized checks for thousands of dollars, saying we've donated this much money. No, we are donating on behalf of our customers. Every customer who buys our products donates directly to these charities. And these charities are run by volunteers. None of the money goes towards management. It all goes to the people that need the money.
Children's community in Guatemala. Once the community is in use, it can support the education and learning of more than 2,100 children under the age of 20. Hope Project for Children's Education in Nepal. 500 RMB, which is about $70, is enough to support a Nepalese student's annual educational expenses. The annual fund will be divided into two parts. 100 will be used to purchase basic stationery, school bag, water bottle, pens, pencils, etc. The rest 400 will be given to students in 2 payments before the school semester starts. Every student is required to fill out a recipient confirmation form whenever a payment is received. Also, local volunteers and officers will conduct several activities and events throughout the year to encourage the students to carry on learning and highlight the importance of education. Hope Project is never about just raising funds, but truly bringing hope to children in Nepal. Humanitarian aid in Pakistan. We have donated 310 bags of flour to 310 affected families in 3 villages in Nashchi district, Balochistan province, Pakistan. A bag of flour is 20 kilograms, which can support a family's food demand for half a month. This donation has helped 2,443 people in total, including 751 children. 3-year-old Samir is carrying the flour home with a big smile on his face. When he noticed that we were taking a photo of him, he turned his head and bowed. Winter kits for the elderly in Nepal. The winter kits donation has benefited 120 elders in Sindhbag, Nepal. Inside the kit were a winter jacket, a warm winter hat, a pair of wool socks, and a scarf to keep them warm in winter. This 84-year-old woman lives alone in her house on the mountainside. She's very happy and grateful to receive the winter kit. Protection program for girls in Nepal. We distributed hygiene kits to 150 girls aged 10 to 15 in the slums of Kathmandu, intending to enhance the girls' awareness of their bodies and growth during puberty. At the same time, activities will be held by local staff and volunteers to raise awareness of girls' protection in the community and empower the girls in the slums to realize that they can pursue their dreams and create a better future for themselves. Make the world filled with love, embrace better selves by helping others.
So we're passing the love forward from the customers. We're trying to spread the goodness. And goodness knows we need more of that in the world. I've got 2 other videos. Jim, is it okay if I show them things that we're doing or the customers are doing? Okay, I'll. They're only short ones. This is us as a company. That's our staff. What we do, Dr. Young, we set free live animals, roughly once every month. These are all food items which you buy in the market. So we try and involve as many people as possible. It's my daughter. So again, that's our spooky customers that are making that possible. Now, the last video I have is talking about our work in Guatemala. Well, it's not our work, it's Sebastian and Dr. Bill. They're 2 lovely souls who are helping villagers maintain their health using our products.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks about 10 languages. In this video, I think he speaks in German. I'm not sure. It might be Dutch. But it's amazing, the charity work, amazing. You can see the living conditions of the people. And they're using cold laser there.
Ja, ich will es wirklich nicht zu lange mehr machen. Hier sind ein paar Menschen, die wir behandelt haben, mit Tumoren, also 73 Kubikzentimeter Tumore, die verschwunden sind. Krebs mit Metastasen im Endstadium, das geheilt wurde. Non-Hodgkins Lymphoma, Krebs, die sich beide wieder regeneriert hatten. Wir hatten Krebstumore in Hüftknochen, die verschwunden sind. Wir hatten Pankreaskrebs, wir hatten sogar Leukämie, Fälle, die jetzt wieder gesund sind. Eine Frau gerade letzte Woche kam vorbei mit einem Gebärmutterkrebs, die war jetzt vor 2 Monaten beim Gynäkologen, der ist auch bei uns, sie ist jetzt vollständig geheilt, also das ist alles weg. Und wir hatten auch Glioblastomas, also Lebertumore, die wieder geheilt sind. Hier ein Bild, eine Person, die Krebs im Endstadium hat.
Terminal cancer.
Heute wieder sehr gut.
Wow.
Hier der einzelne Tumore, also
Look at that. And proven through X-ray. It's gone.
Röntgen. Und hier das Mädchen, das ist zwar eine andere Maschine, wurde aber als auch am Blood Purifier, das wir hier angewendet haben, von Leukämie geheilt. Und hier sieht man den Gebärmutter, ein Tumor in der Gebärmutter, die ist jetzt völlig weg seit 2 Jahren. Hier sieht man auch die Größe. Also in einem Monat ist es von 71 Kubikzentimeter.
So we're doing a lot of work. Now the last video was for our Spooky 2 products, which is a different range of products. But it's just showing you viewers that we are serious in trying to find solutions to illness and allowing people to live their lives in their natural state, which is healthy. So that's our products. There's one other little product, which I'll just squeeze in here. It's our cold laser nail cleaning device. Now, it's if you have nail fungus, which is a fiendishly hard thing to get rid of, you can apply topical creams for half a lifetime and still have residual there. This has been specifically designed to destroy the fungal spores, which are making your life miserable. So you can apply this to your fingers or your toes. Yeah, so that's one other little unit as well. It's just a single button operation, one push, and it's away. You can see the lights on now. It's got 2 different wavelengths as well as a little coil in there. So we're offering solutions to life's little problems or sometimes life's big problems.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Just for our audience to kind of understand the cold laser device a little better, could you just speak a little bit about what cold laser therapy really is and how it is different from the regular laser therapy?
Okay, well, cold laser therapy is a way of giving your body energy. That's the bottom line. It does it in a way that is low power. So that's why it's different from other kinds of lasers. It's low power and gentle. And your body can accept the photons of light from laser light and convert that into energy. If you are low in energy, then you're not able to fight conditions, health conditions, or health issues, I should say. Your body's sluggish. People often get sick when they're tired. Their body can't fight the viruses, bacteria, other pathogens that are invading your body and around us all the time. So it's very important to maintain energy. And cold laser helps your cells maintain energy. So that's really the difference between the cold laser lights that we have manufactured and the laser lights, lasers which are used for other treatments like cauterization in surgery or a lot of uses. Yeah,
So basically cold means low level of
that's
laser
right.
that does not produce heat.
That's
And-
right.
And the
Generally,
regular laser will produce heat.
that's right. Cold laser, we're talking milliwatts, maybe up to 10 milliwatts of power for each laser. Whereas other kinds of lasers, they're generally 2 watts or above. That's the laser energy that you need to start burning things.
I see. So how did you get involved in this laser therapy, cold laser therapy business? What's the story behind it?
Well, we've been making health-giving products for a frightfully long time. In fact, we celebrated our 10th anniversary just a couple of days ago, or a few days ago, on the 1st of April. That's our company's 10th official anniversary. And for 10 years, we have been looking through many different ways of restoring health to a person, not just with laser light, but also through magnetics, through plasma, and many other kinds of modalities. Cold laser is a very mature type of treatment. It is recognized in mainstream medicine as being very valid and effective for many types of treatments. So it's not just us making that claim. It's really us looking what's out there for the customer and deciding, no, this is just crazy prices. People can't afford it. People are having to go to a clinic to be treated because they can't afford to buy their own unit. And I'm sure I am not the only person on the planet that would rather sit up on a couch, watch TV, and treat myself using my device than hop in the car, drive half an hour to a clinic, wait half an hour in the waiting room, have the treatment, and then do the reverse cycle coming back home again. I know which one I'd rather do. Also, Dr. Young, having devices like this at home is a godsend when let's say you hurt yourself. The very, very best time you can treat yourself is right at that moment, the minutes afterwards. Now, if you've got to go to a clinic and go through the da-da-da-da-da, your body is still getting a little bit worse and a little bit worse before it starts its bounce back again. But you can start its bounce straight away if you've got these devices at home. So that the reason why we developed these products is because no one had developed them for home use at an affordable price. This is why we decided to do it. We always knew of the effectiveness of cold laser, and there are a lot of cold laser devices out there. Our devices, we like to think that ours are the best, but I'm not saying that other devices don't work either. Cold laser as a whole is a wonderful type of treatment. Our devices make it affordable, and they're very high quality as well.
Great. I noticed you have 2 products. One is called the Cold Laser Wrist X, and the other
Right.
one called Light Pad.
Yes.
How they're different?
They're actually very similar. The light pad is a device which isn't quite so convenient, I guess. It does have a full body strap, but it delivers an enormous amount of energy in this area here of laser light. It's got 2 wavelengths. So it's more dedicated for deep tissue damage, like back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, or tendons. You know, once you've torn a tendon, we're talking months of, before it starts repairing. Well, cold laser accelerates that to weeks. And this is the ideal device for that. You start, and funnily enough, a treatment time is the duration of a TV program. So you turn it on, watch your program, and then, oh, that's right, I've got this on. and that's it. It's your treatment. This unit here is being designed to be more portable, but it's also more designed for blood purification, where it can boost your immune system, help reduce the burden of pathogens in your blood using the blue light that's inside this unit. So I can use it while I'm working. It's apart from the fact that it looks like just like a huge watch, and people may ask questions. It's large because it's got a large battery in it. It's got to maintain the energy for the duration of the treatment, but it's not bulky, and so it's very easy to just use during the day, and so you can use it many times during the day. So it's really a convenience difference between the two. The fact that this is really focused more on the wrist, so carpal tunnel, this is better. And also for blood purification, which is very important.
Okay. So, so tell me about this. Is this safe, the cold laser therapy?
It's one of the safest ways of treating yourself. It's extremely safe, which is why it's used so much by everyone, or everyone in the know, that is. You can't burn yourself. You can't give yourself skin burns. You can't overdose. It's got no real dangers. If I was struggling to find one danger, it'll be shining into your eyes. Generally, you don't shine lasers in eyes. Now, the cold lasers, you can actually shine into your eyes, but you don't do it for a length of time. But I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I'm just saying that it's not actually dangerous. And with our cold laser wrist, we don't even supply glasses for that, because the laser light is incidental. It bounces off your skin and then comes out. It's not dangerous in that way. It's only when it's directly into your eyes. And so the chances are very low. That's really the only thing you've got to be careful of with any laser device, not just our devices, even the toy pointers that these children play with, those you mustn't shine directly into your eyes. And the power level in the pointer is about the same as these cold laser devices. They are generally 5 milliwatt.
Wow. So you mentioned a number of benefits or health benefits of cold laser wrist accent light pad. So could you give us a little bit more explanation what they are and how did you come up to that conclusion?
Well, as I said before, the science behind cold laser is very mature. Cold laser has been in use for decades. And of course, the scientific studies which complement new discoveries have been coming out, comparing different kinds of cold laser light, whether or comparing it with laser light or even natural light, and wavelength filtering, the whole lot. In fact, there's been a meta study which we've made available on our website, which combines, I think it's 30 years of study into one meta study that summarizes cold laser lights. And that really, there's not one person that has died or suffered from cold laser light in all the decades that cold laser has been in use. Now, the conditions that it's been used for have been very, very, it's a very spectrum of conditions, because people are trying different things. Formal studies have been focusing on bone, joint injuries, tendons, tinnitus, rhinitis. That's really the focus of the technical studies, but they've gone to other areas as well. Basically, wherever they've pointed cold laser light, they've had a positive outcome. And it's really all boils down to the energy side. If your body is maintaining its energy, then it's better able to maintain health or restore health. So really, almost everything. The only thing which cold laser can't do is deep body issues, because the light penetrates only to a certain distance and into your skin. Further down, you really need to start looking at the pulsed EMF devices, the coil, the magnetic devices, which can have the penetration. So apart from that, cold laser light's wonderful for cuts, surface injuries, or even injuries which are just beneath the skin, which is like the tendons and muscles. Cold laser is wonderful, really magic, really amazing.
I noticed that you have the devices, one put in the nose and the one inside the ears, the one on the wrists. And how are they going to treat different conditions by placing the different location?
Absolutely. Well, if you've got rhinitis, it's hard, it's inconvenient, I should say, to shine cold laser up into your sinal cavities here. Both the cold laser wrist and the light pad are just too big, and you don't want to have any laser anywhere near your eyes. So that's true. We do have the accessory, which I haven't got right now. It just plugs into the cold laser wrist, and then you put it into your nose. It's got 2 silicone covers, of course, for hygiene. And then you put them up your nose and let it run its treatment. And it clears. See, cold laser has got an antiviral effect, and so it clears sinuses, as well as maintains a healthy tissue in your sinal cavity. So it's a broad spectrum of conditions that cold laser can help with. It's not like a device which can only do one little thing. Just think about one thing which it does, purifying the blood. Well, if your blood is performing as it's designed to perform and do its bodily processes, then a whole lot of other conditions also become better. Your blood pressure drops down, which long-term can prevent really serious things from happening further down the track, as well as allowing every cell in your body to have more oxygen delivered to it, because the blood's not clumped together, and that each individual red blood corpuscle is nice and red and plump. It just makes your body better. You know, like I've got this cold laser running now. I'm not only doing it for demonstration purposes, like we're having an interview now. I'm taking the opportunity to purify my blood. So I know that after we've had our talk, as well as having the natural buzz of talking with a friend, I will be feeling just a little bit better in myself because my blood's functioning. It's a lot of things in your body, it's hard to really be aware of, but if you don't address things early enough, things become big. And unfortunately, a lot of people only look at problems when they become a big problem, not before. But if you use like this device every morning, right, you can knock a whole lot of conditions on the head without them even becoming an issue, without you even being aware of them. Think about your diet. If you eat well, okay, you'll have less chance of developing a lot of diseases, but you don't feel the diseases as they develop, only once it reaches this threshold. And this is what these cold laser devices are great for, keeping everything balanced, healthy, so you don't get to that point where you start feeling and knowing that you're sick. It keeps you well. So it's really tremendous for maintenance of health as well as for the treatment of conditions.
Can that be used on the dogs, horse, cats, or other animals?
Yeah, actually a lot of people, truth be known, we didn't develop these units with animals in mind, but of course we've got a lot of customers, and a lot of customers become our friends, and they say, oh, we use the strap and we use a bit of rope to make it a little bit larger, and then we put it around our horse, and now our horse isn't lame anymore. Or this woman in Florida who runs a dog kennel, she runs a dog kennel. She uses our cold laser devices on her dogs that are unwell. So yes, a lot of people do use our products on animals as well. And really, I mean, animals they've got blood, they've got muscles, they've got tendons. There's not really physically a lot of difference between us and animals, and we are actually animals ourselves. So the benefits that we gain, animals can gain as well. Of course, animals quite often have more fur than us. So some people have shaven parts of the skin, especially if they want to really drill down on a problem area. They shave it because the hair can block the light from these units. They shave a patch. The dog's not worried about what a patch looks like. Then they put this device on, let the dog sleep. And generally, animals seem to have an innate knowledge. They seem to know when something is good for them. And so if the animal is energetic, quite often putting this cold laser on them, it'll keep still and just lie down and let the magic happen. We find that a lot as well. Isn't it funny? And us as humans, as smart as we are, we seem to have lost this ability. We're using only our mind sense, not our body sense.
So who cannot use the cold laser therapy then? Is there any contradiction for any conditions or any kind of people?
I guess so. There's the only one that springs to mind, which we are aware of, is people that are photosensitive or photon sensitive in their skin. Some people have got pigment conditions which prevent them from going out into sunlight without protection. Those people can't use cold laser because cold laser is like sunlight, albeit being a very focused sunlight. So those people can't use cold laser. But other people, sure, there's no contradictions for other health conditions at all. Even people with epileptic seizures, it doesn't affect them because it's not a flashing light.
I noticed your company does a lot of charities, and you have this $2 One Love program. And can you tell us a little bit more about your charity work?
Well, we do a lot of charity work. We started our company to help people, and it doesn't just stop with customers. The world's a big place, and the world is covered with people, many of whom really fight for survival, really suffer on a daily basis. And so we focus a lot of our effort into our charity work. It started off with $1 One Love, and so every sale was $1. We'd put it into charity. Then it became $2, and now it's $3. It was actually $4 because the last dollar we reserve for charity work, which is more local here. But as we as a company have grown, we've linked in with other charity organizations that enable us to help more people. People, like for instance, when we had the earthquake in Syria and Turkey, we sent the necessities, sleeping bags, tents, money, and we did this through a charity organization. We didn't do it for self. We did it for on behalf of our customers. They're the people that provided the funds for that particular charity. But we're pretty fast, and we're actually the first to do it. We were unaware of this, but we were the first. And the charity organization got a phone call from the Turkey consulate thanking them for the donation that they weren't actually themselves aware that they had made, which surprised, it does work out that way. Our focus truly is on trying to raise humanity. There's plenty of people with lots of money. There's plenty of people that are really struggling. We're trying to sort of smooth things out a little bit and allow people to have some sort of quality of life.
And if we, as a customer, buy the devices, and how do we get the after-sales service from the company?
Right. Well, when we sell our products, we don't forget our customers. We have, of course, you can contact us directly through customer support. If you've got any questions or queries or product concerns, we offer a 1 month return if for any reason you're not happy with it. If you find that every time you wear it, it rains outside, you can return it. There's no problem, so long as it's still in new condition. Beyond that, we offer a 1-year warranty for all our cold laser products. So for the year, if any problems happen, the person's covered. But we have large internet presence on our social media sites. We've got several Facebook groups and other places where people can learn more about how to use the products to the best of their ability. So we don't forget our customers. Our customers are very precious to us, and as I mentioned before, many of our customers become our really good friends as we get to know them. What we find a lot, Dr. Young, is that customers buy our products, they get better, then they lend their unit out and buy more. And then they change in themselves and become more giving. When people are sick, they do quite often become focused on self, which is all very well. They have a problem, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But once their health is restored, a lot of people focus on other people, friends, family, strangers. Once it gets to the strangers and then helping strangers, that's when we know that their level of humanity has risen. And so that's another change that we are trying to promote. With our charity work, when we donate the funds, it's our customers that are doing the donations, not us as the company. We're like a portal. We're enabling it to happen. When we are releasing the live animals, we have the customers' names of that month. We are releasing the animals on behalf of each person that is bought from us. So we are very, very serious about making a change. So yes, we like to think our products are the best available. They're certainly the best price. And I like to think that we're the best company as well. But I can't say the other companies are all bad. We just know that a lot of them focus on what I myself consider to be the wrong thing. They are focusing on self. They're focusing on profits. When they have a meeting in their company, they'll be discussing things like profit margins and other things, marketing, advertising. We focus on customers.
Great. Well, John, it's nice talking to you. Hope you leave a link here. If my audience would like to order your products, they can click. And I want to thank you for your time and keep us posted about any new developments of the new therapy devices and whatever you do with your charity. We love to hear about them.
Thank you, Dr. Young. I always enjoy time with you. Your group is an amazing group. Your focus is wonderful on maintaining health, not just on sickness, but health. and that's perfectly aligned with our vision as well. So it's always wonderful to see you again and have a talk. So thank you very much for inviting me to your program. It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time.
Next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
米拉玛特的产品啊，它主要是采用脉冲电磁场以及呢冷镭射等先进的安全的技术呢，进行非侵入性的治疗，它能帮助解决一些健康方面的问题。如果您有兴趣尝试的话，可以直接打电话啊，或者发邮件，联系电话和邮箱呢都在这个视频上。谢谢您收看我们的节目，我们下次节目再见。